Go from the Superdome. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's inside the 35. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Carr now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's Carr. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Shaheed in motion. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. The 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Carr working out of the gun. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He's got his man. That's Olave. He is in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll get this to about midfield. Willie Gay with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans. After this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On second down, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. Goff to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Carr. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Carr. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
Really nice job at his running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
Play action now. It's Carr. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
3rd and long. Carr to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. Back is Carr. That's deep for Olave. That is caught. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So, 3/4. Big play coming up. This is third down. Throwing, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Goff to throw on first down. He's got Laporta open on the left side. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score. But they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Kamara. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Here comes second down. Now, Carr. To the left side, into the hands of Olave.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. Carr. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. First carry for David Montgomery. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. Gibbs with a first down and more. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. work like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission.